In last lecture, we have studied laboratory test for aldehydes and ketones. Today, we are going to study nucleophilic addition reactions of aldehydes and ketones. In all these reactions, this carbonyl carbon it has positive charge and it has oxygen, it has negative charge. Carbonyl carbon it is positively charged, therefore it is readily attacked by nucleophiles, and this negatively charged oxygen it is attacked by electrophiles. First we will study here addition of hydrogen cyanide HCN. Aldehydes or ketones react with HCN in presence of OH minus to form their cyanohydrins. See here, first this OH minus reacts with this HCN plus OH minus, it gives Cn minus, that is a nucleophile, plus H2O, and this Cn minus further reacts with this Cn minus further reacts with this aldehyde in this way. Here carbonyl carbon it has positive charge, therefore it approaches to this carbonyl carbon, and this double bond, that is pi bond pair, it goes to oxygen to form O minus, and these two bonds, and here Cn minus plus this H2O, it gives, we will write here O minus, and here H2O gives H plus, and this Cn minus, it is a cyanohydrin. Once I repeat, aldehydes and ketones react with hydrogen cyanide in presence of alkali. This OH minus reacts with HCN to form concentrated nucleophiles. Then these nucleophiles attack on carbonyl carbon to form this adduct. Then this adduct combines with that water molecule to form their cyanohydrins. For example, acetaldehyde when treated with HCN in presence of alkali OH minus, it gives its cyanohydrin, that is this Cn minus goes to this carbon, that is it forms OH, Cn, and here H. It is called as acetaldehyde cyanohydrin. Acetaldehyde cyanohydrin. Then another example is of ketone, that is acetone when treated with hydrogen cyanide in presence of OH minus. This OH minus combines with this HCN and it increases the concentration of nucleophile Cn minus, that is cyanide, to form, and this Cn minus approaches to this carbonyl carbon to form its corresponding cyanohydrin, that is it forms OH minus, Cn, and CH3. Its name is acetone, its corresponding cyanohydrin, that is acetone cyanohydrin. Then next reaction is addition of sodium bisulfite. Next reaction is addition of sodium bisulfite, that is NaHSO3. Aldehyde or ketone react with this sodium bisulfite NaHSO3. In NaHSO3 this is 2 minus H plus Na plus. Here first reaction it is reversible. That is, first this SO3 minus attacks on this carbonyl carbon to form this adduct O minus SO3 minus this 1 minus and this positive, they compensate each other, plus this H plus. Here this H plus it goes to this O minus to form OH, and this SO3 minus, then this sodium Na plus, sodium ion Na plus, this goes to this SO3 minus to form that is its corresponding sodium bisulfite adduct. For example, when acetaldehyde react with NaHSO3, that is sodium bisulfite, it gives its corresponding this SO3 minus goes to this carbonyl carbon SO3, and then lastly Na plus goes to this SO3 minus, and this hydrogen, its name is, it is acetaldehyde, and its name is acetaldehyde sodium bisulfite adduct. It is a solid product. Then next one is example of ketone. We will take here CH3 C double bond O, CH3 acetone. When react with this sodium hydrogen sulfide, it directly gives its adduct, that is CH3OH SO3Na. Its name is acetone sodium bisulfite adduct. It is a solid product. In this case, SO3 2 minus, it is a strong nucleophile, therefore no any catalyst is required for this reaction. All these sodium bisulfite adducts, they are in solid state, they are crystalline. Then the next nucleophilic addition reaction is addition of alcohols. First we will see addition of alcohols to aldehydes. Aldehyde reacts with one molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to form hemiacetal This hemiacetal further reacts with one more molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of dry HCl to form a geminal dihydroxy compound that is called as acetal. Hemiacetal, in Greek hemi means half, that is half of this acetal, therefore it is called as hemiacetal. We will see how this reaction occurs. Aldehyde reacts with one molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride, that is H plus. This H plus goes to this carbonyl oxygen, and here on alcohol there are two lone pairs of electrons. This acts as a alcohol with these lone pairs of electrons. This acts as a nucleophile, and this nucleophile attacks on carbonyl carbon to form RCOH. Then here H and here RH, R prime. Here one positive charge. Then this hydrogen gives its electron pair and it goes as H plus to form RCOH and OR prime. It is hemiacetal, that is this. This hemiacetal further reacts with one more molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride, that is this H plus goes to this, that is it has also two lone pairs of electrons, and then it forms RCOH and here also H plus OR prime and here H. Then this H and O, that is H2O, goes with these electron pairs to form R, here plus charge, and HOR prime, here minus H2O, that, and then here one more molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol, here lone pairs of electrons, it attacks on this carbocation to form and further this hydrogen, here H plus, this hydrogen gives its electron pair and it releases as H plus to form final product, that is OR prime H. It is acetal. Once again I repeat, when aldehyde reacts with anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride, this H plus from hydrogen chloride goes to this oxygen, and this alcohol, it acts as a nucleophile with its lone pairs of electron. It attacks on this carbonyl carbon to form this adduct. Then this hydrogen gives its electrons to oxygen and it releases as H plus. Then this adduct is formed and it is called as hemiacetal. This hemiacetal further reacts with one molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol in presence of HCl. Then this goes to this OH and here it forms this molecule, and here this H2O goes with its electron pairs, and remaining part, that is RC plus H and OR prime. Then this molecule further reacts with one molecule of anhydrous monohydric alcohol, that is this acts as a nucleophile. This reacts with the electrophile to form this adduct, and finally here hydrogen gives one electron pair to oxygen and H plus is released and it gives geminal dihydroxy compound that is called as acetal. For example, this is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde reacts with methyl alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to form its hemiacetal. This hemiacetal further reacts with one more molecule of methyl alcohol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to form acetaldehydes acetal. It is two methoxy groups on first position, that is it is 1,1-dimethoxyethane. 1,1-dimethoxyethane. Similarly, ketones also react with anhydrous monohydric alcohols in presence of dry hydrogen chloride to form hemiketals and ketals. Similarly also ketones react with 1,2 or 1,3 diols here we will take 1,2 diol in presence of dry hydrogen chloride. It gives, that is this H and this O to form that is to form 5 or 6 membered ketals. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 membered kettle. Its name is ethylene glycol kettle and it is ethylene 1,2-dihydroxy alcohol, that is ethylene glycol. The hemiacetals, acetals, hemiketals, ketals formed, they are hydrolyzed by dilute mineral acids, dilute HCl to form their corresponding aldehydes or ketones. That is this acetal or this hemiacetal, it hydrolyzed by dilute HCl to form their corresponding aldehydes or corresponding ketones respectively.